Felicia Delgado was in and out of jail. A vicious cycle, she says, was caused by her addiction to crack cocaine. It also resulted in the courts taking away her 4 children. While in prison, she met Reverend Robin Fry, who took a personal interest in her when she was doing prison ministry at the Women's Correctional Facility in Rhode Island.
First, I met her in prison, and she had told me about this ministry, and Robin would always, I believe, give me some extra care in the prison, because when I was in prison, I was always highly medicated, but my soul continued to cry out, but all I could do was rock back and forth in the chapel.
When I met Felicia, you know, she was like a newborn, you know, a newborn babe, you know, and, you know, seeing her, I always give the analogy of these women coming out of their old past and being born into a new life and a new opportunity. You know, I was the one that had to wipe the afterbirth off of her whenever that stuff was still on her, you know, when she would roll her eyes when I told her to do something, or, you know, when she would suck her teeth, or, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, I was able to start to help her, looking beyond it just like you would with an infant, you know, knowing that the infant is going to cry when it's hungry because that's the only language that it has right now. You know, in the same way, you know, when she went through things emotionally in the process of growing up spiritually, you know, that I was there with her.
Reverend Fry has a special passion for this work, inspired by her personal experiences with addiction to crack cocaine and alcohol, and eventually imprisonment.
Having been given the advantage of being able to make it and having people in my life that were such a support system to me, I want to be able to do that for someone else. I want people that I know who are sitting, you know, in some correctional facility or institution in the state of Rhode Island, specifically the women, because I go there to do prison ministry, to be able to go there and be a ray of hope for them.
A former employee of Teen Challenge, a faith-based drug treatment program, Reverend Fry referred Felicia to its Rhode Island chapter. Later, she referred her to a long-term faith-based program called New Life for Girls in Westminster, Maryland. Today, Felicia is drug-free and working at a good-paying job. Her oldest daughter is in college. Her 15-year-old is living with her, and she is in the process of regaining custody of her 2 youngest.
Churches need to come up and start really loving people. And that's the bottom line. They need to start loving them without their words, but with their actions, you know, and not just giving somebody some bread and sending them on their way. They need to put some jeans on and be in the hood. That's what they need to do. And they need to teach people, be willing to have patience if somebody's not getting it, if somebody's not understanding it. They need to break it down. They need to show the love of God.